Hey guys, Stephanie here. Hit that like, subscribe, and share. Alright, just to let you know, I cuss. I quit smoking cigarettes, so I vape right now. And I talk about things that might upset certain groups of people. And if you feel like you may be triggered by something, that means you should instantly click off now. Thank you to all my new subscribers. I love you. All right, so I'm in Texas and I'm watching this border crisis unfold, thinking, wow, this is perfect. This is amazing. This is so great, you know? But what I couldn't wrap my head around is okay, so we had the Cubans who wanted to come here, and now you have Haitians. Wait, how did they get here? Because I was watching the TV interviews and they were dressed pretty well. They didn't look like they just trekked like thousands of miles to get to America. And they're all like, because I want a better life. Don't we all? Like, majority of Americans right now just went bankrupt because of the flu. These are my own personal thoughts and opinions. YouTube thought, please. You have deleted several of my videos because I am saying my own opinion. As far as I'm concerned, I can think freely, I can speak freely, and if you don't like it, kiss my fucking ass. I'm so sick and tired of all this. It's disgusting. You have this stuff going on at the border, and they'll take certain people, but not others. Does that make sense? Does it make sense that it is true? This is not a conspiracy. They're treating Afghans with intervisement, whatever. You know what I'm talking about? The horse dewormer or whatever. Joe Rogan conspiracy. And have you ever noticed all those conspiracies? How do they turn out to be? How do they turn out to be, people? We've been telling you people this for years. And when I say you people, I don't mean like the people that like watch my channel who are on my level. I mean you people who are just now starting to go, huh, well damn. And it's like, ugh, really? So you're gonna let people that come here as refugees take take medications that you banned American citizens from taking, but people fleeing other countries can take it? That doesn't make sense. Just like all you freaking people out there with the abortion stuff. My body, my choice. But then you say, well, the vaccine is different because you're killing people. Now, okay, you're fighting for the principle of it's your body and you want control over what you can take out of it. The other side of the debate here, people, is we want to decide what goes into our body and not have it forced via government. Last time I checked, who are you? You're somebody who got elected. And all we hear is they raise millions and this million. So, okay, so basically, you just got to know certain people, pay to play. It's all about who you know. And then you get to a certain point, and it's all about the money at the end of the day. All we hear about is how much they raised in their campaigns. And what does that have to do with our lives, like everyday citizens? Like both the Republicans and the Democrats. Both. Psh, trash. They're focused on DC. And as Americans, we're sitting here in horror looking at this freak show thinking, oh my God, like, really? Like, the things that they stress about are like nothing compared to what we're experiencing because of them. I swear to God, it's like us citizens, we're in like a custody battle in between two people, like, our parents getting divorced, and who gets control of us and who says what we can do and what we can't do and where we can go and who we can hang out with. And like when you were a teenager, your parents were like, no, don't do this, you're gonna end up like that. That, like, I'm sorry, big daddy government, may I please, mother, may I? No, dude, sorry. Like, it doesn't work like that. That's not how it works. And how people got to the point to where they thought that the government can literally, these are elected people, they're just like me and you. Just because they come from money, or they went to this college, or they know somebody, or somebody endorses them, doesn't make them credible. It just means they know the right people. Whatever happened to like doing things and representing things, and not being like tit for tat, petty, like our teacher unions. And this is just a conspiracy theory. Like they're kind of like holding our kids hostage in schools. And, in Texas, they're teaching, well, no, there's books in libraries. And I'm not going to lie, I'm about to pull my son out because he's only 11. And there's these books like talking about other boys sucking each other's penises. And then in Texas, we're allowed to be in there, to have a voice. And these parents were taken out because they were calling them out for this. Just like drag time story hour, just like everybody ignored all the truth behind BLM and Antifa, and like Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, and now that whole like Trump's a dictator, he's a Nazi, and all of this crap for what, going on 6 years now? 6 years. And then you want to hear Hollywood bitch about the Emmy ratings and how, nobody's paying attention to us. So now you got all these fucking celebrities going to YouTube and TikTok. And it's like, how desperate are you? And majority of them are old ass fucking people too. Like, really? No. So, but amen for Nicki Minaj. She came out, she said the truth. More people should say the truth. More people should call out what's going on. Like, you're bringing in all these unvetted Afghans and Hispanics, which we know, apparently there's a rumor and a conspiracy that there's a lot of sleeper cells in the United States. Not only that, well, I mean, there's that conspiracy that, a lot of the cartels in Mexico and South Central America have a lot of connections to, some key political figures. And I mean, that's just a conspiracy. I don't, I'm just saying. Just saying. And the sad part of it is we're just like collateral damage, crash test dummies. At the Texas border, there's literally like 10 births that just happened at the border. And people in the schools and everybody's like freaking out. COVID, 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 COVID. Okay. Biden just did this whole mandate that everybody has to he's mandating measles vaccinations now. Because the Afghan refugees that they're resettling in certain cities are having measles outbreaks because we eradicated it. We didn't vote for them to bring all these people here. They just created that mess in another country. And now they're saying, we're going to be Captain Save-A-Ho. We're going to go get them. You got Michelle Obama and Biden's wife. FYI, she was the babysitter before his wife was, and son killed. It was a tragic accident. It's like majority of celebrities and politicians always have some kind of tragic accident. And, they always get these black eyes, like the Pope and, Boris Johnson, Just like all those conspiracy theories and stuff. Like how they had this new world order alliance. But at the end of the day, you created this war, or no, not war. I'm sorry, algorithm. I'm not saying that. Okay. People get all butt hurt. You have to be so technical when you talk. My God. Okay, so let me get this straight. You can come over the border illegally, or no, 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 seeking asylum, because it's racist to say illegal. So you come here and you come to the country and you don't have to do anything. And our government will create, or not create, accidentally miss what would you put it? No, you totally underestimated the Taliban and their power, and thinking they would be a civilization of peace, and that they can act according. Since when? You see heads getting chopped off, hands. Women, I feel so bad for those women. And yet, these are the same lunatics that keep going in circles about vaccines and all this kind of stuff. So, you're telling me that if you're Haitian, get away. If you're Cuban, get away. We only want certain people. And then you got to think about it. All the people they brought here on those planes from Afghanistan, how do we know who these people are? Doesn't, I mean, is the general population that naive to think that just because somebody tells you something on TV that it's true? How do you know this all isn't just a dream? I mean, the whole we live in a simulation thing is real. But then again, you literally feel what you think. So if you think there's impending doom, you know, you're going to experience that and you're going to attract that in your life. Okay? And another thing I've noticed is like with all these liberals, there's that, what is it? That island, the Canary Islands, right? So I've been telling my cousin for like days. Oops. Right, whatever. So I've been telling my cousin for days, like, because I have family up in, Pennsylvania, New York, Jersey, and, Florida and all that. And I'm here in Texas off the East Coast. So I'm thinking, okay, well, this island, which actually there's been like movies and History Channel documents that go over 13 years ago talking about this. There is a huge fracture on the fault line. Okay. Apparently you have conspiracy theorists online, you know, saying that the Russian and Chinese have like how like they just admitted to doing that robotic like assassination of that Iranian scientist, or no, was it Iranian? Something like that. Basically, now it's war against Israel now. But this thing could like shoot from like so far away, and it had and the guy was literally sitting on a computer over 1,000 miles away, and he was able to do a sniper assassination. So there's this conspiracy going around that, like, how China and Russia and, the Taliban, because the Taliban is so peaceful, they're all going in together to be peaceful together because this world is just such a peaceful place. They're just going to be peaceful people. Who would have thought that? It's like, who would have thought Russia, China, and the Taliban join forces? Don't worry, my friend. We're all friends. We're just snuggly wubbly friends. It's like, my God. People literally are like, they're just stuck. And I think it's Stockholm Syndrome. I really do. But now we have to get vaccinated against measles. Now Fauci comes out and says that the booster isn't needed, but then they come out, he said in another article it was needed, and that you literally have to get a booster. Even if, like, I talked to my friend today, he's in New York, and he was telling me that one of the girls he hired, she got both of her vaccines, but she didn't get her booster, and they considered her unvaccinated. In schools right now in New York, they're in schools, they have to do nasal swabs, and if a kid tests positive, they have to quarantine. Now, for international travel, you have to have what? Your vaccine passport. Like, does anybody ever stop and think, those conspiracy theorists, they may have been right? So, when you think about all this stuff that the media has constantly came out and debunked, you go online and they have their fact checkers. Y'all, first off, go to the fact checkers accounts. You'll notice they've been active since like 2013, but have like 75 followers. That's not possible because they'll have like over 10,000 tweets. Okay, we are in a war right now between certain social classes, well, secret societies. And that's basically how we became here as humans. We had a runaway civilization come here to escape their doom, just like we're going to Mars. And we were, it's for another video. But, anyways, there's always been a war over two empires, whatever, however you want to call it. There's that yin and yang. There's always the bad and there's the good. There's always the opportunists and the people who really mean well. But in this case right now, we have some really dark forces and some light forces, and they're literally fighting over what we succumb to. And nobody picks up on that. And to me, it's like, you just literally give up your free will. It's like walk off a cliff. And with all these people coming into Texas borders, you wonder why our governor gave us open carry? Do you know how high the crime rate is? All you people who are against, being able to protect yourselves, I say you go be in a situation or have to live in a situation that you don't know and understand somebody else's perspective. And I think all of this has gotten out of hand because, like, with media, social media, all that, like, people forget, even, Hitler's people, like, in the media and all that, that played part in the misinformation, they all got tried, okay? So it's just odd to me that there's so much fact checking. Why does the news press it? It's like everything, and anything I'm interested in, I'll automatically go and check it out online and see who's debunking it. And their profile, it says it all. They use pronouns. They have a mask in their picture. It's just like it's the same people over and over again. And to me it's like, I don't know. But all I know is, like, I don't think it's okay that with the vaccinations, I know I just got off topic, the vaccinations, but this is important. Do you know that people in Congress and the Senate and their staff and celebrities and unions and certain people are exempt from vaccination? Oh, Muslims are, rabbis, Jews, not Christians, nobody else, not Catholics, nothing. No, but if you're Muslim, remember I did a video over a year ago. Actually, what was it? It's like Obama the Antichrist. Anyway, the thumbnail has like Obama with a pitchfork. And I called it. I called it like it was, and it's happening right now. They're trying to get Obama into the Supreme Court. That's their whole goal. to overpower everything. Obama doesn't want to go. These people aren't going to go. Like we read in like the book of Enoch, the book of like everybody in ancient civilizations, every single one, Hindu. When you look at Islam, every religion, it comes to this point, and we're at this point. And with La Palma, there's people who are leaking information that, hey, the White House had a conversation today. They don't want to disclose it to the public because what does the public do? Hurricane Katrina, perfect example. The government waited to the last minute, and then all those people got stuck with no gas on highways. You got to imagine millions of people trying to flee the city within 8 hours. But see, they have their Unker, yay. Okay, I'm making fun of myself, but hurt people. Get the fuck over it. Okay, so anyways, you have to think, like, they have their own plans. They got bunkers, they got underground cities. Like, Elon Musk has been doing all these underground tunnels forever. We see in, like, the Grand Canyon, like, all these other, like, actually, it's a theory that Egyptians actually have treasure in the Grand Canyon because it's like, and I always saw that and like the Sphinx and all that. It wasn't like weather per se, like air, just like the wind withering it. It looked like water, and it matches with all ancient texts, with all civilizations. And it all starts with the gods came here and created us. And then every civilization, like the Atlanteans, everybody, as soon as they get to a certain point, people play God, and there's evil. And then you have good and evil going at it. And we're in that place. But you have to remember, regardless, you got to be who you are and stay true to who you are. Because you have literally nothing to lose. There are over 36 huge cargo container ships in California, and they're telling you to Christmas shop now. Not for this Christmas, but for the next Christmas, to get it on time. Just saying. I don't know. I just think it's very, very, very weird. Okay, what else do I got? Oh, Beto O'Rourke. Beto O'Rourke is gonna run for governor in Houston. Or I mean in Texas, whatever, you know what I mean. Oh, seriously, we need to recall Mayor Turner too. So Beto O'Rourke, and they're already talking about he raised $80 million last year, again with the money. Again, note to people of America. You go to work and they take money out of your check to pay themselves. Now, they're fundraising, they got private jets, they eat at all these fancy restaurants. When you can't afford to feed your kid because of lockdowns and you're not considered essential, mind you, okay? And he's running for the governor of Texas, and we have over 100,000 illegals, and a lot are felons and sex trafficking, drug trafficking, all that. Coming over our border, and you want to take our guns? Really? I'm telling you, just like the Newsom recall, we all know, conspiracy, it was rigged. Because he's related to Nancy Pelosi, so people are saying, all these conspiracy theorists, they're just, saying all this stuff. I'm just like, whatever. But I mean, I just think it's crazy for all those, unvaccinated people to be so selfish. I mean, all these vaccinated people are terrified they're going to get COVID from you. They got vaccinated. And you're not vaccinated, and you are the threat to their lives. Hollywood, nobody likes you anymore. You spent over 6 years talking shit to us, talking trash to us, telling us we're deplorables, hate this, hate that, white supremacy, blah, 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 blah. Nobody likes you. Stay off YouTube and all that, please. Like, leave us normal people alone because at the end of the day, you worship all these people that look down at you and they wouldn't have gotten where they are without you. Hit the like, subscribe, and share. Tell me your thoughts on if your kids attend a public school that will start testing them with nasal swabs randomly and forcing them into quarantine. If you would pull your kid out of public school or keep them in. Good night.